Hey, this is Spencer Vann, and this is my 2 comma club story. So it all started out when I was just 15 years old. At the time, my life was basketball. I literally would wake up every morning, play basketball, go to school, have basketball practice, lift, and then play more basketball. That was it. And maybe do homework if my mom was lucky that day. What happened when I was 15 is I shattered my ankle. I broke it in 6 places. If you're squeamish, don't look, but here's a quick picture of what it looked like. It was very, very, very brutal. And so obviously looking down and seeing my ankle in 2 different zip codes at the same time did not build my confidence of me being able to play college basketball and being in the NBA. And so I realized at that moment I needed to figure out something else to do. And so I started getting involved in real estate. In fact, here's me at a local real estate meetup. And one of those real estate clubs I joined was run by a real estate investor by the name of David Church. I first stumbled across these guys when I was about 17. I sent them an email asking if it was okay if I came to join their real estate group, even though I didn't really know anything about real estate at the time and I was just learning. And David replied literally within 5 minutes and said, yes, we'd love to have you. Your story's inspiring, that you're in high school and da-da-da. Everybody was just freaking out that there was some 17-year-old high school kid. Like, what is this kid doing here? It was awesome because David, as the leader of the group, really welcomed me to the group and gave me a lot of opportunities. Later that year, I actually worked for him doing construction. And then later on, after that, we started doing real estate deals together as I got older. We did wholesale deals together, surplus fund deals, and we really started building that working relationship. So fast forward to October of 2017, I realized that my dream has always been to own and operate a massive company that really makes a big difference in the world. And so because of that, and because of the Expert Secrets book I had read, because of a couple people that really inspired me that I had met that had really successful online businesses, I decided I want to do that too. I went ahead and I called David and we sat down and I pitched him this idea. I said, look, what if we created a business where we taught people how to do surplus fund? First, he was like, I don't know, no one's really doing that. Maybe we should just do wholesaling because that's what everyone else is doing. I said, trust me, man, that's going to be a huge blue ocean. No one else is doing it. No one else even knows this stuff exists. We will be the only people on the planet that teach this. And so after a little convincing, he joined and we became 50-50 business partners and started a company called Surplus List. We built out our first training teaching people how to do surplus funds only in California back in the day. Then we built a little hour-and-a-half webinar presentation because we wanted people to join our movement. And so we spent about maybe $500 on marketing in November of 2017. And we did our first live webinar. I remember hearing Russell talk about, yeah, you're gonna go on there, you're gonna close 30%, you're gonna make $25,000, and it's gonna be crazy. And I was so excited about that. I knew I wasn't gonna make $25,000 my first one, but I was looking at the numbers, I'm like, dude, we could make $5,000, $10,000 on this first webinar, it'd be amazing. And we go on there, we had 100 people on live, and we got 0 sales. And then I said, well, it's our first one. Let's tweak some things. And so we tweaked some things. We took, December off for Christmas to really fix things, update the course a little bit and all that. And then first week of January 2018, we launched it again. We did another live webinar, spent another $500 and 0 sales again. Man, I just spent 100 hours per webinar building this thing, studying webinars, studying it over and practicing over and over and over and over and over again. And I've just wasted a month and a half of my life. What the heck? And we did this every single week after week after week, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours spent working on our webinar, working on our product, working on our marketing, networking and working with other people, trying to build out the best possible culture and products and everything that we can build to get people inspired to want to do surplus funds because it's a thing we care about so much. We did this for 17 weeks in a row without making any money, $0. In fact, we actually lost on average about $300 to $400 a week for 17 weeks. And I remember laying in bed after that 17th webinar and just, really being upset and sad and wondering what I've been doing wrong and not understanding what all these other people that are finding success with this, what they're able, what they're doing differently. And I kept thinking in my head that same phrase over and over again. You're one funnel away, you're one funnel away, you're one funnel away. And all of a sudden, a light switch just flicked on in my brain. I said, I'm not one funnel away, I'm one action away. I'm one action away from getting our first sale, from getting our first student, from having our first success story. And sure enough, we ended up doing that 18th webinar. We literally stopped the marketing because we were literally going to end the business. We were like, it's not working. Last minute, we decided to do it anyways. We had 3 people on live and we made a couple tweaks to the webinar and we closed 2 of those 3 people on live after 17 webinars with 0 sales. And obviously we've won our first 2 Comma Club award. But much more importantly than that is the massive impact that we've been able to have on the world and on society. Over 15 million people have seen our YouTube ads. And even more amazing than that is through all of our students and the deals that they've closed, helping recover money for people, we estimate we've recovered over $25 million for families all across the United States, which is absolutely amazing. I want to take a second to thank all of you guys out there who've helped make this possible, because as I told you guys, my big dream is to go out there and build a company that really makes a difference. And without you guys, it would not be possible. So I want to take a quick second here. I want to say thank you to Russell Brunson, Todd, and everybody over at ClickFunnels, and understand that if you have the opportunity to work with Russell Brunson and work with his team of coaches and amazing marketers they have over there at ClickFunnels, you would be absolutely ridiculous not to take that opportunity. But I am saying that for someone, if you're interested, if you are like, I want to be an entrepreneur, this is what I want to do, to not take up Russell on a 2 Comma Club X coaching offer, to not take him up on ClickFunnels, to not take him up all these things, you are shooting yourself in the foot. It's time to step up.